So with this poem, When You're Done with Your Tantrum, was actually sort of an organic process, the way that this poem came to be. I'm currently raising my granddaughter, and she is 18 months old, and she is a handful and a half. And so we were sitting here at the house. I'd been reading a lot and writing a lot for my next book, and she was especially feisty and temperamental that day. So we had actually just put her down for bed. And so when this poem began, it was actually partially a response to her fit, right? A little bit of her tantrum. But as I began writing, I really need to stop and think about for lack of a better word, I'm from the South, so we call them tantrums, right? So the tantrums that we sometimes throw ourselves, even as adults, and the way that our depression and our anxiety and these things can get to us. And I had been struggling with that a lot, like many of us during this pandemic time. Longer it stretches out, the more it seems we spend in difficult places in our thoughts at times. So what started as a poem really for my granddaughter, kind of a response to her, to things I can't really communicate with her at 18 months old, really evolved into this other short poem where I was speaking to myself and maybe anybody else that needs to hear it. So it is called, as I said, When You're Done with Your Tantrum. You might go outside and water the leaves. You have no plants, but the leaves from the neighbor's yard are dry and dull. You might water over the fence. Watch the small spiders run. Imagine what they see with all those eyes. How many faces you wear in front of them. Imagine how the neighbor feels about you pouring your frustration on her petunias. You might think about gratitude. If you have none, you might start counting this moment when no one is tearing your ear from your head, when no one has given teeth to their own frustration, leaving silence to flirt your lobes. Its minuscule breath like a single bee's prayer. Yes, silence breathes. What other proof does it have of its own existence? Yes, even the bee can pray. Wouldn't you, if you could fly when everything in your nature says no?